I'm back again with a makeup tutorial. I'm going to teach you how to well, guide you into how you can do this makeup. First thing I'm going in with is e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Power Grips? Yeah. It's great. I love this primer. I'm trying to use a more natural lighting today. The sun's coming in through my window, so hopefully that will help with your viewing. I have a mirror on the wall. It's really small. That's where I normally do my makeup, but I'm doing it here in front of the window. Yeah. For foundation, I don't really have a shade that matches just yet. This one's slightly too light and this one's way too dark. So I put these two together and it creates a sort of matching shade. Not 100%, but sort of. As I didn't actually mention, the foundations I use are the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation in the shade OA1, and the darker shade is the brand W7 Photoshoot foundation in the shade Sand Beige. Very fancy indeed. See, right now, this looks way too light for me, but when I add contour and bronzer, we'll be okay. We'll be in the clearing. We'll be fine. Normally, I would have added a bit more of the darker shade, but I didn't add enough, so it's fine. We will color correct, or tone correct. Oh, and it looks way lighter on camera than what it is in real life. It's not as light in real life. Next, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand contour in the shade Fair Light. I'm not really a fan of sponges, but this contour is the closest one I can find to my skin tone that doesn't look bright orange, so I'm going to put just a little bit on the nose as I watch my cat in the window. Just underneath here. A little bit in the bridge. So this is the bridge. Basically, I'm not very good at explaining things, so just if you're counting this as a tutorial, just follow what I'm doing. I'm taking a different beauty blender, by the way. This one's for contour. And when it comes to contour, I'm more dabbing it in than blending, because if you smush around too much, it lifts your foundation. I didn't really explain it very well, but I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer here. And I'm going under my eyes and putting it in my eye bags, because I definitely have a lot of them.
I will also be putting it on my chin just a little bit and just a little bit on my forehead, but not too much because the foundation is already a little bit too light for me today.
And what I started doing recently is I've started using setting spray. I'm using Stay All Night Blue Light Micro Setting Mist by e.l.f. I started using this just after I put on my concealer. I spray some on and then I blend my concealer out. So that's what we're gonna do. Now I'm using the blender that I used for my foundation. Normally I would use this one, which is a bit smaller, but she's a bit dirty at the minute. I don't really know how that happened, but it did, so I'm not using it. I just use my fingers to blend this line, by the way. The line that I've created with my concealer. I use my fingers because it's people don't like using their fingers to do their makeup, but our fingers came before brushes and sponges, so you know. Just like how everybody's got a problem with, like, you know how like in fancy restaurants everyone uses like fancy knives and forks? Why don't we just use our fingers? Why don't we have a restaurant where you're not allowed knives and forks and you just eat with your fingers? Because we haven't always had knives and forks. We should be able to use our fingers and not get shamed for it. Anyways, I'm now going to use Technic Pink Perfect Brightening Setting Powder. I wanted to buy the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom powder, but it's run out, it's gone everywhere. I can't find it anymore, so I found this one from Primark. That's Primark? No, but they do sell one in Primark that looks more pink than this one does. This one's from Body Care, I think. And it does the job. It's decent enough. Other than that, I use baby powder. So I'm going to go in with this pink Technic brightening powder, loose powder under my eyes. I'm just going to blend them out once more because my eyes crease so fast. And then with my eyebrows raised, I'm going to take some of that powder and I start just below my eye, like just here, and then work up and across. I'm going to use that same pink powder here in like my forehead, eyebrow area. Some on my chin. And then any leftover powder that I just did, what I just did to powder my nose, I used whatever was left over on the sponge after doing my chin and here, and then left over on the sponge on my nose. And that's it for the pink powder. I'm not going to use that anymore for the rest of my face. Next I'm going to take a different one of these and put a dab of baby powder onto my tray, just a little bit. grab some of that. Try and dust off, like, don't let it be too clumpy on the pad. And then just go over the rest of your face. And then I grab my contour brush. And there is a lot of excess powder on my face right now, which will be wiped off. But first I like to bronze my face. Bronze? Yeah. I'm taking this Technic Colour Fix bronze palette. I would love to tell you the shade or the particular palette in which I'm using. They don't exactly have different names. So this is the palette I'm using, and if you have it, you will know what I mean. But I take these 3 shades right here. This one, and this one. I take those 3 and dab them like this. Tap the brush off. And then I dab this into where you would contour. See the difference? I see the difference. And now I take the brush with nothing on it and I brush away all the powder, the excess powder that I have on my face. You may have noticed that I didn't powder my eyes, or like here, and it's because of eyeshadow. I will be adding a touch of eyeshadow, and you don't really want it to, you want a wet base so that your eyeshadow sticks better. I think the thing I find most difficult in these YouTube videos is, I try and speak normally, but I speak terribly if I speak normally. So I automatically, my subconscious tries to make me speak better, but when I do that I sound really posh, and I'm not that posh. But if I try and speak normally, none of you will understand a word I'm saying, because I miss words out of sentences. And you know what, if you watched my head tattoo video, then you would know I'm terrible. So bear with me. Also, I know it's been a month. It's been a month since I last posted. That's really bad. I said I was gonna post every week. Oh well, I'll try. I'll keep trying. I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera because they will turn out terribly if I don't. They still didn't turn out fantastic, but it's fine. They're okay. They're okay. What do I do next? Fake freckles and contour. Fluffy brush. Clean, preferably. I use this Girls with Attitude palette, Aphrodite eyeshadow palette, and I go in with the colour Stripped. You can tell I use this a lot for contour. This one, since I didn't really point out it. You're trying to make your nose look more lifted, so I'll just show you. See how that brings my nose up? That's what we want. I take a little bit more and I go just above it. Try and flatten your brush out a bit. Take a little bit more. And then I go in with the shade underneath it, just a tiny touch. Don't need a lot. Just okay, that's not helpful, but it really is the smallest amount. And I go just here again underneath and make this just a little bit darker, just to be a tiny bit more pronounced. See how my nose contour looks snatched. Okay, while we're at it, we're gonna do our eyeshadow, which isn't a lot, so for the people that don't really know how to do a lot of eyeshadow, you'll be okay, I promise. Same brush, the lightest contour shade that we just used for our nose. Dab into your palette just a little bit, shake it off, shake it off. Shake it, shake it off. We're going to put this in the crease of our eyes here, like in the outer corner. If you have hooded eyes, you're always going to want to bring your eyeshadow up above the crease. So if you keep your eyes open, you want it to be like there. That way you can actually see the eyeshadow you're placing. Now I like to blend my eyeshadow up and out, kind of similar to a cat eye, but it never really turns out that way. And then to make my nose contour look even more blended, I like to drag the eyeshadow from where we've got our nose contour into our eye look. It makes it look a bit more cohesive. And there we go. Fake freckles. That's what we're doing next. Now, the way I do fake freckles is messy. Really messy, actually. So, if you can do fake freckles a different way, then do it your way. I take this palette, this very broken, dirty old palette, and this is the brown that I normally use. And I take this, I don't recommend this at all because this is expensive, but I got this as like a freebie, so I've been using it for this. But I take the number 7 setting mist, Hydroluminous Hydrating Fixing Mist. Instantly hydrates makeup, lasts all day. And I spray some of this into the brown colour, stir it up, and it makes like a cream, and then I use that for the freckles. Take a little brush like this, and I stir it all together. Bear in mind, if you do this, whichever eyeshadow you spray this into and make this concoction with, you won't be able to use as a normal eyeshadow again, because when it sets back down, it's all like dry, and obviously eyeshadow is dry, but it's like hard and you can't use it for eyeshadow again. Believe me, you can't. And we're going to focus our freckles here. These can be hit or miss, so they could turn out really bad or really good. Like that one, way too big. But it's fine. We shall blend her out. These are not supposed to look natural at all. If you want more of a natural freckle look, I don't know what to do for you, because this is not what we're doing. And for the inner corner here, if you're still creasing a bit because of the contour and eyeshadow, take the lightest colour from that Girls With Attitude palette, or a white if you would prefer, and just dab that here. It will help stop the creasing. Next, we will move on to eyeliner. I use the Fast Stroke Collection Long Wear eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, in the colour black. And it will be the same in white as well when we do the white. Right, you're going to want to just watch. we're going to make a white line just underneath the inner corner. Just like that. This needs sharp. Can anyone tell me how to use the NYX Jumbo eye pencil crayon? Because how am I supposed to sharpen this? What am I supposed to do with it? Because there's so much pencil that I'm wasting if I just throw this away. How do you use the rest of the stick? But I'm gonna take the NYX Jumbo eye pencil crayon in the colour white. Trigger warning, eye pulling. And I'm gonna put this in my waterline. Don't take it all the way to the black inner corner though. We want to make an illusion like this is a line going through. So just take it to the white. And there you go. An angled brush. You can use black eyeshadow for this if you want, but I like to use the number 7 black waterliner. I have a new one of these somewhere waiting for me. Take your angled brush, eye pencil if you're using it, dab some on your brush, or dab your brush on the end of the pencil. And with this, you're going to want to go underneath the white and drag it. Kind of like that. And that's pretty much all of the eyeliner done. If you want to take some black eyeshadow after that and go over this tight line, you can. Or if you're just using black eyeshadow anyways, that's cool. And then you just put mascara on. I'm going to do the other eye off camera. I am actually going to take some black eyeshadow and I am going to go over those lines because on camera they may look dark. In real life they're not so dark. I'm using this black eyeshadow to diffuse the bottom line of the eyeliner just a little bit. Just so that it looks a little bit softer. I personally don't put mascara on my bottom lashes, especially for this look, otherwise you kind of lose the illusion of the white waterline. There we go. I'm going to do my highlighter now because my eyelashes need to dry before I put on falsies. So I use this really cheap Technic Mega Glow highlighter. So I'm taking a little bit of both of these just on my finger, my pinky, and I'm going to dab just a small little dot right on the tip, just like that, and then just a little bit higher up. See how good this highlighter is, and it's so cheap as well. I'm just going to dab a little bit in both of these just so that we have a little bit, and I actually go under my eyebrows. Because it adds that little bit of pizzazz. I think maybe we should do lips before. Should we add some stars? I have this little star stamp yes, my hands are dirty. That's what happens when I do my makeup. If your hands don't get dirty when you do makeup, there's something wrong with you. No, there isn't, but yeah. That's cute. That's cute. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Maybe I should get them tattooed. Should I get stars tattooed over my eyebrows? My non-existent eyebrows? Should I do that? That's kind of cute. Yes, I know I haven't shaved my armpits. Leave me alone. It doesn't really matter. You don't need to shave your armpits. I'm using the MUA Makeup Academy Intense Colour Lip Liner in the shade Sincere. Is that the shade? It's not that dark in real life. I don't know why it looks so brown on camera, but it's like a medium tone. So I'm going to take this out again. Now that I've lined my lips, I'm going to take this Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink lipstick in the colour Seductress, number 65. So I put one of the lashes on, because I do them off camera. I can't do them here. So they are really long, like really long. But what I like to do is I glue like quite a bit on the end, like the outer corner, and then as I go around, I glue some to like the top of the band, not the inside of the band when it comes to the inner corner, and then I actually put some lash glue right on the inside. And then when I actually apply them, because you wait till all the glue is like white, yeah, not white, clear. You have to wait till all the glue is completely clear, otherwise it won't adhere to your eyeball. But when I do put them on, I hold them upright, like tilted like this, and I start by attaching just a little bit to the inner corner, and then you can give it a little tug and the inner corner will stay, and you'll be able to place it in the middle and then tap everything down. So like tap it down like this, and there you go. So I'm going to go do the other lash and I'll show you the finished look. These are both of the lashes on, and that's your makeup look. That is everything you need to do. So yeah, that's my makeup desk right there. The one that's all messy, that's the one. So I'm actually really sorry that it's been a month since I last posted. I did say I was trying, and I am trying. 1 month is better than 2 years, so that's improvement. If you liked this tutorial, I really don't want to say this because I feel cringe, but put a thumbs up. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe, but you could. You definitely could. Constructive criticism would be great on how to improve my videos, but not hateful comments, just constructive, you know, kind. I am trying my best out here, but if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and I'll see you next time, the next time I do a video, which will hopefully not be in a month.